Hey everybody, just wanted to give you an update on my garden, how things are going this year, things I've learned so far, things that I will not be doing again, and the things that I will. First, I'm going to start with my blackberries. These blackberries are the blackberries that my aunt gave me, and I planted them a while ago, and they're doing really well. You can see my diatomaceous earth that I've sprayed on them. There's some berries growing. Actually, I had my first blackberry. It was huge a few days ago. Both me and my mom got one. Oh, there's another one that's ready right there. I'll have to pick that one later. We rinsed them off and ate them, and oh my God, it was absolutely incredible. It was delicious. They're actually getting really long, so I intertwined it with the fence there. But those are doing really, really good, and they seem to get very big. So I didn't get a whole lot this year just because they're brand new, but I'm hoping next year I get some more on there. They were definitely delicious though. So this is my cantaloupe and watermelon area. You can see that that is dying out. I tried to trim some of it yesterday, but trying to get in there while there's bumblebees in there pollinating was a little difficult. You can see I have several cantaloupe. There's all kinds of cantaloupe in there. There's one there. There's one little one there. Another one up there. And then we got some watermelons. One sneaking in there. Over there. They're all over. These seem to be doing okay. Gia, leave the watermelon alone. Last week, Gia decided to pick a watermelon that was about tennis ball size and chew on it, and I didn't realize it until it was too late. But yeah, here are my indeterminate tomato plants, and let me tell you, that thing is probably about 7 foot, 6.5 feet tall. It's pretty large, and it's been giving me the best tomatoes. I mean, delicious. There's a couple on there that I need to pick today before we go home. Gonna be learning about when to pick these bad dogs, because I've already picked a couple that I thought were ripe and they were not. So needless to say, I was quite disappointed. Over here is my lemonade blueberry bush. Still pretty small. I need to get in here and trim today, but yeah, it's doing okay. Doesn't really seem to be growing a whole lot, but it's not dying, so I have to fertilize it. And then I have bought these sunflowers. Oh, you nasty little booger, you. I'm gonna have to kill him. These sunflowers, they're Mongolian sunflowers. They get between, I think it said 15 and 18 feet, and the flower itself is like 12 to 14 inches across, filled with seeds. So I planted these about a month ago, and they're over 3 feet tall. So, and then I put it up with a trellis for support. They say after it gets to a certain size, it's going to need some support. I might have to rethink that whole little deal right there, because it doesn't look very secure. Here's my zucchini plants. I actually got a pretty good sized zucchini that I'm going to probably pick today, growing. If you see all the white stuff, it's diatomaceous earth. It's what I started using at the beginning of the season, and I got made fun of by a neighbor and then my husband, of course, and it kept the bugs away and it did a really good job, but they made fun of me, so I quit using it, and now I'm getting bugs again, so I'm gonna go back to using it. I don't care what they say. Here's one of my cucumber plants. I have a couple cucumbers in here that are probably ready to pick. There's a cute little baby. Let's see, where is... This one is a little scary to go near because of all the dang bumblebees. Well, there's a abnormal looking... Can you see it? Oh yeah, you can see it. I'll pick that today. And then there's one or two in there. There was another one. I don't remember where it was at though. I'll find it later. But, and then I planted, for my late garden, I planted 2 more zucchini plants there. There's a strawberry plant in there. Don't ask me why I did that in the same bed. I actually thought that that cucumber plant was dead when I planted the strawberry plant. So next year, this whole bed will be full of strawberries. And here is my second batch of beans that I got going. I actually picked a couple beans off of there the other day. There's a bean right there. Couple beans. But my beans did really good this year and I was very pleased with them. That's my second cucumber plant for my fall to try to keep the cucumbers alive. And my pepper plants, there's some peppers on there. I'm going to pick those today. I got poblano, I got jalapenos, and sweet bell peppers. That pepper plant is dying, and that one is starting to look a little bit better, but I don't know, it was not doing so hot at the beginning. But oh, there's a nice big old pepper right down there. There's another sunflower. It's a little bit slow to get going, but it's moving. There is my grapes. I got grapes growing. And a sunflower. It's growing back behind there. Another grape plant. This is either... Oh, it's a cucumber plant. There's my cucumber. That's a good size one. I'm going to pick him today. I'm walking into a web. This was my spaghetti squash plant. I had 2 spaghetti squashes on there. One got picked and one broke off. So I'm hoping that they're both ripe. I got them in Mom's window. I don't know if the one's gonna ripen in the window or not, but I have to at least give it a try. No other cucumbers or squashes at this time that are growing. These are my green beans. As you can see, there's some on here that are growing still. I gotta pick today before we leave, so more will grow. There's one. That one's kind of little. But yeah, that's my... There's some... Oh, that's just a stem. There's only a few on there, but I'll pick that. Let me see. This yesterday I had to bomb it with some diatomaceous earth because there was so many squash bugs. There's a pretty zucchini getting ready to grow. That one's probably going to be ready next week when I come back. See, they're going to die out eventually. That's my goal. I will come back in here today and do another bomb session with the diatomaceous earth. But that's my garden. It's small, but I learned a lot this year. I've learned squash bugs are evil and so are Japanese beetles, and I will do anything and everything to keep them from killing off my garden. I did have corn growing. The corn has come and gone. We ate that maybe about 3 weeks ago, and it was very good. It was very sweet. It was smaller than the store-bought corn, but it was really, really good. I've learned that Japanese beetles are evil and need to be destroyed. And I used some Sevin product and some diatomaceous earth to get rid of them. I feel that if you use diatomaceous earth every week, that it keeps the bugs to a minimum. I've learned that I don't like to grow cabbage. It's really difficult to grow. It's hard to keep the bugs out of it, at least for my experience. I like things that are easy to maintain, things that are low maintenance. I learned that Preen, Preen, is a good product to have. The extended preen I'm going to start using when we till up for the spring. We'll probably do that in January-ish, maybe December, January. I'll start using the preen then. The short-term preen I will use every few weeks. It's a good product. It helps keep the weeds out and, you know, let your stuff grow. And I did learn that using dead grass clippings in your dirt with your compost in your dirt is really, really good also for helping keep weeds out. Those are my few products that I like to use. I also learned that I like to buy indeterminate tomato plants. I want my tomato plants to be huge. I want lots of blooms, and so I will add another row here. It's going to go next to this one right here. It's going to go right there. I'm going to put, those are going to be tomato plants, just both of those. And then I'm going to have a row of beans, a row of cucumbers, and I'm going to till up this whole area right here and put corn and zucchini in. So next year I'm going to have peppers, cucumbers, tomatoes, beans, and zucchini, and corn. So far that's what I got. In here, as far as fruit, I have grapes, blackberries, and blueberries. Not sure when I'm going to get the blueberries going. I'm not sure how long it takes. But out in the field, I already have some apple trees planted. I have 3 apple trees, a Honeycrisp, a Granny Smith, and another one, I can't remember the name of it. It's Honey something. And then I have, I think, a Granny Smith that I just ordered that came in that has to go in the ground today, along with 2 cherry trees. So out in the field, I'm going to have 4 apple trees, 2 cherry trees, and all the way over there, if you can see it, is a English black walnut tree. I bought that one because it reminds me of my dad. My dad liked his walnut trees. He had a lot of them. But that is my garden, and I'm really proud of it. It was my first time. I think I did pretty well. Next year I'm gonna try to make it a little bit bigger and a little more organized. I overcrowded it for sure this year, but I kind of was, when I planted everything, it was starting to rain and we were trying to get out of here to go home on a Sunday, so I kind of rushed, and next year I definitely will do it a little bit differently. But this is it, and I've learned a lot. It was a lot of fun. I'm hoping that my fall harvest that I got going comes in and works out, but we'll see. So live and learn. Anyway, peace out, everybody. Talk to you later.